thank you so much for your seasoned insights on the wars of West Asia, sir. After interacting with Bennett University students this afternoon, what words of advice would you like to share with all of us?
Well, I think, journalism, it's a very exciting time to be in journalism because, like we spoke about in the moderated discussion, today anybody and everybody can be a journalist, right? If you're on social media, if you have a phone, you have a camera, you go out there and you can capture, stories, and everybody becomes a citizen journalist. So what is the need and relevance of journalism in today's day and age? I think the need and relevance for journalism in this day and age is that ultimately people want to hear what is happening around them from credible people, from people that they can trust and believe in, which is why I think traditional journalism, traditional media, entities are making a comeback in this day and age when there is fake news and misinformation. I think it's a great time to be in this profession. I was very excited by some of the questions that the students asked, and I think you're all very aware of what's happening around you. And I hope to see some of you in the newsroom in the coming years.
As Zakka said, I will add one more point, that this is very important for us to be among the students, especially those who have had long experience in the field, because what you learn on the field is much more than what you learn in the books. However, without reading, you cannot be a successful journalist for two reasons. One is that you should always educate yourself, where you will be able to excel, like you will be able to argue your point. Look at the television debate when some good people are arguing. He's not arguing because of his good looking. He is not arguing because of his channel he's working with. He succeeded even after leaving this channel. That means his narrations, his look of talk and knowledge make you more acceptable for the people. And I think that is the most important part. We try to provoke you by throwing so many questions, so many things. I would really love to see people go and do research. Don't believe whatever I say. Go and do research and counter my views, and then you build up your own perceptions of what's going on in the world. I think these are the most important part. And I always love to be among students. It's my life. I always feel I am young. And I lived in India more than my country. I was 19 years of age when I came to study in India. I left everybody behind, my family, finished 12 standards, studied in India, loved the place, stayed back. But I still feel I am a student. You can always learn in the media, in any field of your life. We are all students. And remember, artificial intelligence also is playing a major role. So it is a big challenge for you. Unless and until you can use this tool to empower yourself, you may be landing up outside, and you will be kicked like many people out of the corporate media houses, because run by corporate. Keep this in mind. Educate yourself. Nobody can remove you.
So, hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, I think I can speak for everyone present here in the room. We found the first episode of Bennett Dialogues very inspiring and informative. What is the way forward for Bennett Dialogues, sir?
So Bennett Dialogues is actually for you students, because we want to make the complex geopolitical world and the occurrences that are happening around the world much more understandable and intelligible to the student community. And this trickles down from the vision of our Chancellor, Mr. Radhi Jain, because it was his dream that students should be able to understand strategy. His dream was that students are able to understand decision making and complex leadership in today's world. And I think the idea has trickled down from him. He shared his vision with me. He said, we must do something like this for our students. And then we came up with the name Bennett Dialogues, because we didn't want it to be a one-way street. We want the dialogue or a conversation to keep happening, where the students are able to put up their questions to these experts and leaders and get answers for themselves. Because I think the best way to understand a problem is to see it from different angles. And that is what different experts bring to the table. They give you a focus, a view from their side. And when you look at their view, you understand the situation much better.
So thank you so much, ma'am. We learned a lot on day one of Bennett Dialogues. So we want to know from you, what do you think is the future of Bennett Dialogues?
Okay, I like to put it like that this is a conversation starter. We have not looked at a dialogue between newsrooms and classroom. It's like almost like creating an incubation center within the university, within the campus, where you guys are not only learning what needs to be done, but also seeing how that is applied on the ground. So with organizations like that, or when we are picking up, tangible points like the flashpoint, the geopolitical situation that one is witnessing, and you kind of hear how journalists are operating on it, or how veterans have led the entire journey, this dialogue kind of creates a connection between Gen Zs and the newsrooms today, and we kind of create the future journalists like you to come around. So I think it's a great initiative at TSOM where we are bringing this dialogue right in the center of newsrooms and classrooms.
Thank you so much. So I think we can both agree as Bennett University TSOM students that today was really insightful. So what is that one highlight of today that you love?
For me, that one highlight would be when we talked about America and how NATO and how UN didn't join them and they did nothing. And there's this world order, how he went through the times when he was in Iran stuck over there and how he came out of it and how he reported. I think that was something which was very insightful for me, as well as that highlighted, because it also somewhere told a story about how journalists have to work and how neutral and how objective they have to be while reporting. That's it.
Thank you. I think we learned a lot today from the first day of Bennett Dialogues. So what is that one insight you would like to share with us?
It was when Jacob sir was talking about journalism, so it was quite relatable for everyone, every member of the TSOM.